Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have added few lights over here for this particular conference hall over here. So we'll try to finalize this today over here. So I'll again go into this Vray Environmental Fog. I'll go into the setup and I can slightly reduce this part. So I'll just make this as 37.12 and same. Okay. So I'll slightly keep on reducing this. So now if you want, what I can do over here is like I can just make two more copies over here in this way, and into that again I'll select this and you can add this Vray Environmental Fog. Let's go into the setup. I'll slightly give a bit of a color. So I'll just put the same values over here as it was. So add. So I'll just add this light over here if required. Alright. So the same way, again I'll select this. Let's go into add Vray Environmental Fog. Go into setup. Let's give the light color. I'll set it as 37.12 and also add this. So we can add this in this way. So once you have done this, let's just render and see how it looks like. So we can just render it once. So if you want this a bit of a fog from the light, you can definitely put it, or if you want that you want to still reduce it, you can just reduce that. That's totally okay over here. So I'll just select this light again. I'll go into this. I'll go into every of the fog and I'll make this as 25. Make this as 25. So I'm setting this the same values mostly for all over here, and let's render it once again. I think now it looks much better. So definitely we have increased the size of the render, so it's going to take time. Now over here we do have one light. We can slightly change the temperature of it towards white. Let's go into this. I can off the cast shadow if required for this, and again go into the material, and if you require to assign one HDRI, you can definitely assign one HDRI map if required, or else that's totally okay. So we can just take one HDRI map. So let's take one HDRI map. So I'll go into this. And call Vray HDRI over here. So I can just go into this and I'll just go into the website over here. So let's go into the website That's a poly heaven. We can go onto this website and let's download one HDRI map. So let's go into this and I'll take the indoor HDRIs. So let's take any indoor HDRI map. So let's just take this. I'll just download this. So whichever HDRI you like, you can just take that HDRI. Alright, so let's again go into this. Already we have called the HDRI map. I'll go into the downloads and I'll just take this, any of the HDRI. So let's just take one HDRI map, make this a spherical ground projection, and if you want I can just drag this HDRI onto this light over here and let's render and see how it looks like. So I've added one HDRI map. Also you can go into the environment part and I can just add one HDRI over here, and we can also add one HDRI map in the GI environment. So let's go into this Vray, go into the environment and let's add one GI and let's render it once again. So I have added one HDRI map in the environment too, but still I feel that this is too high. So we go over here and let's make it as 5 by 5. So I'll set this all as 5 and let's render it once again. Oops, I'm sorry, we need to increase it. Let's increase the distance. That is going to 66.3. Now let's render it again. I think this is much better now. Alright. So if you want to add the light passes, we can definitely add the light passes also over here. So let's just render this. We can add the light passes if required. First let's go into the render settings. I'll save this file. Go into the render setup. Okay, we already opened this render setup over here. Let's check out some render settings if we have missed out. It's totally okay. Bucket, mid sampler. So if you want, you can just increase this, but it will increase the render time. Global DMC, use local noise pattern. This is okay. We have added an HDRI map. Color mapping, I'll keep it as exponential. GI irradiance map. The light cache, the settings are okay. Let's go down. light cache, slightly increase this, again increase this part. Okay. Go into the settings, shaded context. We can just off this, that is not required. So we can just off that particular stuff. And also we need to add one V-Ray camera. Instead of this camera, we can add a V-Ray camera. So what I can do over here is like, I can just go into the camera and I can just take a V-Ray camera, V-Ray physical camera. So I'll just place up a camera from this axis. So go into this, select the V-Ray camera, okay, and into this shutter speed you can just take it as 12 over here for now. You can still reduce this. And if you want, you have some color balancing, neutral, daylight. You can utilize this balancing stuff. And if you want to render this, you can just render and see how it's going to look like. So I have added one V-Ray camera, physical camera. So okay. So select the camera. There are some variations. If you want to go with some temperatures, you can decide those temperatures also. That's totally okay. So I want it more of a contrast colors, so I can just vary it with this if required. That is totally okay. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So we'll definitely finalize it in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.